everyone, welcome back. Today I'm gonna tell you about the synopsis of Big Mouth, episode 8. Red light infuses the courage at the start of episode 8 of Big Mouth, as Sang-ho tries to catch Big Mouth in the act, but he's wearing a faceless mask. They struggle and he manages to take it off, only to find his own face staring back at him. Sang-ho wakes up from this dream sequence to find himself in the asylum, completely bound. The head nurse injects him with something, as a voiceover from Prosecutor Chair details how he must be kept without food, water, or sleep. He and Kung Tae-yoon discuss giving him a drug called Peace, a truth serum which will put him in so much pain that he will tell the truth. When Jang-ho is completely out of it, they inject him with Peace. He hallucinates mice and begins to scream in pain. When he says he is in Big Mouth, they assume he is lying, but he blacks out before they can inject more. A flashback shows Miho and Chang-ho meeting for the first time. Chang-ho had got in trouble when some kids picked a fight with him and Miho got him out of trouble as he was getting scolded by her father at the police station. She then shares her lunchbox with him, something he says happened to him for the first time that day. After another hazy dream sequence, Chang-ho is woken up with a splash of water. To avoid more pain from the truth serum, he tells Ji-hoon his money is at Gudal Mountain. From a flashback to when he and Mio went hiking up Gudal Mountain, we realize Chang-ho is just buying time. But when the VIPs dig up the ground, they find a box with a single gold bar, and Chang-ho has no idea how it got there. Meanwhile, the real Big Mouth seems to have shifted the gold bars from the underground space to storage facility. At the prison, people seem to be coughing up blood and passing out. The room leader and Chairman Yang discuss how Dr. Han was released on bail. Elsewhere, Mayor Choi and his wife go for an underwater swim. Later, Jui asks him why he hasn't asked for her help with gaining the elder's favor. He says he wants a child with her. Just then, one of his men comes up to him with some news. Miho gets a call from the mayor saying he found Jang Hye-jin. He reaches Hye-jin just as she's about to throw the necklace, but finds it empty inside. Miho and the others arrive soon, but Mayor Choi has to leave when he hears that the elder has collapsed. Miho tries talking to Hye-jin, but she refuses to testify against her husband. As Jui takes care of the elder, he asks her to take interest in his business, but she says she wants to focus on her patient. Mayor Choi stays with him once she leaves. As the elder sleeps, the mayor stands up and reaches out a hand toward his throat, but then seems to restrain himself. At the asylum, Jang-ho has bought himself some time with Ji-hoon by demanding for food in exchange for the location of the gold bars. Just as she is about to take a bit of fish sushi, someone with a tattoo of Big Mouth symbol sets fire to the asylum. Firefighters enter and one of them is Jerry in disguise. He helps Jang-ho fight his guard and together they escape. Jerry drops Jang-ho off near a tunnel where a car awaits him. He says Big Mouth paid him to this. Since they are being chased, Jerry promised to explain everything later. Jang-ho goes to the black car where he finds clothes, a phone, and money, but Jerry ends up getting surrounded by cops. He crashes his car, and later, Jang-ho sees him on a stretcher covered in blood. Meanwhile, Miho gives Hye-jin some paper and tells her to choose between running away or fighting. Suntae, Miho and her father have contacted a social media channel called Newsmantle, saying they have an informant for this case. Miho's father asks if Hye-jin will be up for it, and Miho replies that they'll just have to wait and see. They get the news about Jang-ho's escape from the mental hospital. At the prison, Chairman Yang is impressed with Jang-ho while the warden says it isn't his problem. The VIPs are worried about Big Mouth being on the loose. The prosecutor says that the police are looking for his family and will find them soon. On the run now, Jang-ho gets the address of a hotel on his phone. On the way there, a policeman recognizes him but lets him go. He has Big Mouth symbol tattooed behind his ear. He gets to the hotel room and decided that he isn't going to be used and killed the way Jerry was. As Yejin leaves, Miho says she will be waiting for her call. She thinks she won't refuse her offer. Miho then tries to come up with a plan to get in touch with Chang-ho without the police knowing. The three of them stage a public protest, stating that Chang-ho was abducted and that did not escape. They even submit their phones to the police. As they pass their prosecutor chair to investigate, Chang-ho reads about their activities in the news. Sometime later, he watched them demonstrate from a clock tower. They expected him to call Sunda's burner phone, but then Miho noticed a digital ad for life insurance playing on a nearby billboard. The animated story plays out the scene of Chang-ho proposing to Miho with the life insurance he bought. Miho dials the ad's phone number and finally speaks to Chang-ho. He tells her he was abducted but he is okay now. She tells him Hyejin has agreed to help them and gives him her phone number. Chang-ho says he will control things now. The VIPs are watching the news mental teaser when Hyejin calls Ji-hoon, claiming that she has Professor So's paper but she wants to divorce from Dr. Han in exchange for it. Dr. Han refuses to do so and the VIPs get into an argument. We then see that Hyejin is with Chang-ho. As Chang-ho gets dressed to the nines, his voiceover talks about lies and how the best place to hide them is within the truth. The VIPs arrive at the court for their trial. As Ji-hoon and Mayor Choi exchange words, the mayor finds out that he knows about Chang Hyejin and informs Miho, who is just arriving. Miho opens her laptop in court as the news mental host begins to introduce his informant, all slick and set up. Chang-ho arrives and takes his seat as the show's informant, to the shock of dozens of viewers. An epilogue shows Miho interacting with Chang-ho as he works at the grocery store, and then watching him take 2 bags full of milk for the other kids at his orphanage. That's all for today. See you in the next video. Bye!